Okay, now looking at some exam style questions for our capture-recapture method. We're told that Ravina wants to find an estimate for the number of birds. She catches 70 in the first sample and tags them. Then the next day she catches a sample of 60, and Ravina has tagged 12 of these birds before. So if you remember from previously, our formula to work out estimated population size is first sample times by second sample divided by number marked in second sample. So it then tells us, well, not tells us, we now know we need to do 70 times by 60, which was our first and second sample, divided by the 12 that she said she had already marked. Putting this into our calculator, we get an estimate of 350 birds in our sanctuary. It then tells us to write down an assumption we've made. We can say that there was no deaths / births of new birds and no immigration / emigration of birds. It tells us Beth wants to estimate the number of frogs in a lake. She catches a sample of 80, marks them and puts them back. In the second sample, she takes 80. In the second sample of 80 frogs, she finds that 10 of them had already been marked. So, in the first sample, she got 80. Second sample, she got 80, and then the number of marked in the second sample was 10. So, our estimate looks something like so. We get 640 frogs in our lake. An assumption that we can make is that the marks did not wash off. So if the number of truly marked frogs was, say, 20, but 10 of them had been rubbed off, if we had 20 here instead of 10, our estimate for the population would be much lower. So that is an assumption that we can use. So 4 wants to estimate the number of deer in a forest. He catches a sample of 40 deer, tags them, releases them back into the forest. The following week, he tables a second sample of 40 deer. 5 of these deer have already been tagged. So he catches a sample of 40, he then releases them back. He then gets a second sample of 40, and 5 were tagged. So an estimate would be 320 as the number of deer in the forest. An assumption of this, again, we can use the marks weren't washed away in the rain or something, or there was no deaths / births, and this is basically to make sure that the population remained constant throughout the experiment. Okay guys, that's going to conclude today's video. As always, please make sure to like, comment and subscribe.